beautiful misty afternoon to everyone. And yeah, I'm just off the cuff again. Have to get this stuff out of here. I'm just wondering, when are we gonna say enough is enough? When are we gonna say enough is enough? There's poisons in the air, there's poisons in the water, there's poisons in the food, there's mass hysteria and confusion caused by all of these social media apps. When are we gonna say enough is enough? Now, I'm not proposing riots and this kind of juvenile protest that we've seen in the past, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but destroying infrastructure and attacking random policemen is not going to cause the problems to go away, and we should know this. And as long as we're acting in that manner, we will always be prisoners to the system. So massive non-violent revolt is required, but the people responsible, who have got names and addresses and bank accounts and estates and boats, they need to be held accountable, and they need to be put in front of a citizen tribunal. The law has already been corrupted to such an extent that we cannot rely on the court system. Those judges are buyed and paid for. I don't know to what extent the military is captured, but if you look at America, where a high-ranking Satanist guy can get essentially into a high ranking military position, then it kind of illustrates to you what kind of situation we are in here. Let's not mince words here. The world is controlled by Satanists, right? They say it in your face. They control the depraved media entertainment industry, and they control Hollywood and the celebrities that come and originate from there. And isn't it strange that they all have the same kind of iconography? They all use the same stuff in their music videos, they all use the same symbolisms, like this one or this one, and they all just essentially espouse the same kind of tired, old, destructive mantra of materialism and base level desires. So we are in a position now where we have to ask ourselves, like, how long are we going to tolerate this? Do we need them to start plastering pictures of the devil on the placards or on the campaign posters for people to wake the fuck up? And that's just like, honestly, how I feel about all of this shit. Seeing the world every year going further and further down the drain, and the average person is doing nothing. And this is me finally also standing up. I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I can lose everything and I don't even care, because our descendants are going to be trampled upon, and they're turning this planet into the stuff of nightmares. It's already there. It's already there. If you see how we have destroyed nature and the rainforest, the bleaching of the coral reefs, the burning of the Amazon, the plastic islands in the ocean, the die-off of multiple rare species. For what? For numbers on a screen? Hello, hello. We don't even have a money system that's backed by anything. So we are destroying the world blindly, while those that run the calculator system can just print infinite money and degrade the money supply of the entire planet. How crazy is this? How crazy is this, that you have to save your whole life just to be able to retire and not eat cat food? What kind of sadistic system is this? I'll tell you what kind of system this is. This is the system controlled by dark spiritual entities. This is the end result of a planet that has abundance, that has been turned into a scarcity cesspool, where the average person struggles their whole life to get by, while there are people living at the 1% in opulence that 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 blows comprehension, that you could never actually even enjoy. How does a billionaire enjoy himself? If you're talking about the ilk that is controlling the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, right? Or Jeff Bezos that doesn't even pay these employees a decent living wage, right? You're talking about these guys, right? Are they supposed to be the heroes of society? Championed so that we all think that we can attain their obscene amount of wealth to do what with exactly? You know, it's honestly, it's sickening. It's sickening on so many levels. I want to puke, and um, and I think it has to stop. It has to stop in this year, because I can tell you what they're trying to do is they want to destroy everything for 2030 to enact the nightmare upon nightmare realities on this planet. So, yeah, we have to know and call out our enemy. And there's a clue. If you if you assume the media is controlled by the enemy, which it is, then the agenda of the media can be flipped around and you will find your enemy very quickly. Isn't it true? So, if we take about what are they saying in the media, right? They say take the pss, pss, right? Even though people are falling dead, cardiac arrest are at an all-time high. They say stay indoors when sunlight is good for you and is required for a healthy and functioning immune system. They say don't go to the gym, right? But you can go to the casino, you can go to the supermarket, you can go to the bottle store, you know, it's like how obvious is the depopulation agenda does it have to be? Do they have to say like you know, drink bleach, guys, drink bleach, it's good for the immune system? Because that is how blatant the media is with their agenda these days. And when you talk about, I can't say the name because if I say the name then this video will be flagged, but if you talk about what ye was speaking about, right, the specific tribe of people, right, who controls the banking system, the same tribe of people, okay? So hypothesize this with me. These people are actually Satanists, okay? Covert Satanists. And you can go look what happens in that country where they're from, where if you circumcise a child, they drink the blood from its penis. Okay? So that is like one of the rituals there. Okay? And there they believe that everybody that's not chosen is a Gentile. Okay? And or a goy. And what a goy is for them is cattle. So aren't we on human farm? And why are white people demonized in the media as a collective? And it's the only race that can be. It's because the tribe, are trying to eliminate the biggest competition. And you can say what you want about the white race, but they have called him out the most. Look at the book Synagogue of Satan, for instance, where the whole plan was laid out to a T. And it's a very long ongoing war against the European people. And the European people have to wake up to this reality. Otherwise, nothing will be left of Europe. And for that case, the world, right? Because what the agenda is not to oppress the white people, it's to oppress all of the people. And it's to turn the world into a cultureless, raceless, and eventually genderless society, which they're already doing, to great effect. So yes, step one is call out the enemy. Secondly, prepare for the fallout because it's going to be immense. It's going to be stuff of, you know, biblical proportions. And, you know, at the same time, don't live in fear. Don't live a life of fear and cowardice. You know, stand up for what's right. You only have one life to live. Um, there's no point in going silently into the night. You know, don't go silently into the night. I know I've been too silent. It cost me dearly. It has cost me everything. So I am trying to do my part now with the time that I have left to say that what needs to be said, and yes, to try and salvage this world, because we are on the birth of a beautiful reality. But the culprits and the people responsible for this mess have to be, you know, put on tribunal or something, you know, or something worse. Um, if you look into the history of these people, what they have done is the most heinous criminal acts that have ever been perpetuated in the history of the world. The entire history of the world has to be rewritten because it couldn't have happened without the banking powers. The banking powers enabled the billions or millions of lives, probably in the billions of lives, that have been lost because of wars and famine and disease and, you know, financial ruin, and in many cases natural catastrophes as well, because they control the machinery that can alter the climate. Everything in the news is fake. The fake news is ironic because the real news is the fake news. Everything in the fake news, real news, is made to traumatize people or to mislead people. There's nothing of objective reality in the news. That's why they don't use statistics. That's why they sensationalize things. Because all that they care about is causing chaos and division and hatred amongst people. Hatred between genders, hatred between races, hatred between classes, hatred between nationalities. They want to perpetuate fear and division. That is their goal. It has always been. And in that climate, they thrive because you cannot see them. But they are there. Beware, they are there. And they serve a dark God. And this dark God's time is running out. And he knows that. He knows that very well, don't you?